Before we talk about Ryan's December forecast, let's talk summer for a moment. So a hot spot here in Maine for the summertime just got named the best small town to visit in the country. According to the USA Today, Bar Harbor topped that list. The writers say it's because of those beautiful water views we all love around Frenchman Bay, tasty local seafood, and some of the best whale watching tours in Maine. The rest of the top 5 include Telluride, Colorado, Leavenworth, Washington, Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and Sedona, Arizona. Camden, by the way, also on the list, a little further down at number 18. But we're not going to be picky. We're on the list there, and it's very good.
And it's not just like best coastal town, it's best small town in America.
In America.
That's pretty impressive.
And we have a lot of great small towns all around the country. So kudos to our friends in Bar Harbor.
Yeah.
So the wind's picking up.
Right.
Again.
A little breezy today, not so much tomorrow. And then Friday we have rain and wind coming in.
Both.
And I think people think back to 2 Decembers ago when we had the big
It was
wind
terrible,
and rainstorm.
massive flooding, yeah.
This time we don't think there's going to be the flooding,
Okay.
but the wind is still a big concern, especially mid-coast and down east. There's already a high wind watch that's been issued there. Part of the problem is the wind will be coming in out of the south, and if you've been around here for a while, you know that's the direction we're a little bit more exposed to having issues from. Northeast winds like we get in the nor'easter or northwest winds, we handle a little bit better, but the southerly ones are an issue. So we think outages will happen, especially on the mid-coast and down east. It's just a matter of how many. The reason why we're not very concerned about river and stream flooding is we can handle this amount of rain, and the warm-up is a short enough period of time that all the snow will not melt in the mountains. Central and southern Maine, probably a different story, but up in the mountains, the snowpack will hold. And fortunately, coastal flooding is not a big concern. Could be a little minor splash over at high tide. We're starting to warm things up now, 30s to around 40. There are a few snow showers across the far north and a band of snow that's going to be pushing into the mountains this afternoon. Could drop a coating in spots up there, but the rest of us stay dry. And then this is the system that tracks to our northwest, putting us on the mild side of it for Friday. Through the afternoon, you can see a few of these snow showers up north and a few more moving into the mountains, but the rest of us, it's partly to mostly cloudy with temps in the 30s to near 40. Tonight, the weather is quiet. We'll have a clearing sky. We start tomorrow morning around 20 in most spots, but tomorrow is actually a little milder than today. We'll make it back into the 40s in central and southern Maine, 30s up north. So tomorrow is actually the nicest looking day in the forecast. And then here comes this frontal system from the west, storm system traveling to our north. At the same time, that puts us on the warm side of it. It means we get gusty winds and rain, and then we're right back to cold heading into the weekend. So we'll give you a closer look at the timing here. Overnight tomorrow night and early Friday morning, some showers develop, and it's just rain from the start. Friday morning is just showery. I don't think there's all that much heavy rain until late morning and midday when we get a bigger push coming in from the west. And at that point, our temperatures are rising into the 50s in central and southern Maine. The heaviest rain and strongest winds will be out ahead of a cold front that comes in during the afternoon. So there will be downpours within here that contain gusty winds and heavy rain. And then as the front passes through during the late afternoon and early evening, the wind will change from out of the south to out of the west. And once that happens, the power outage risk will go down. However, colder air will be moving in. We'll have to see how quickly the temperatures drop. There could be some concerns for black ice Friday night. Hopefully we can dry up the surfaces enough where that's not too much of a problem. So as far as the wind gusts go, pretty good bet for 55 to maybe even 60-mile-per-hour gusts at their highest on parts of the mid-coast and down east. The winds will not be as strong farther inland and north. A few isolated outages possible here and some outages possible through the rest of southern and central Maine as well. But I think the strongest gusts and the most problematic issues will be on the mid-coast and down east. After that, back to cold weather on Saturday. It'll be a blustery morning. The afternoon, the wind should lighten up. Could be a few snow showers on Sunday, and it's cold for Monday. As we head into the 23rd of December on Tuesday, Brian, there could be some afternoon light snow. So I think in central and southern Maine, a lot of the snow that's out there will melt away. Up in the mountains, the snowpack should hold together a little better. We'll see if either Sunday or Tuesday we can get enough to get that white Christmas. So.
Just enough to cover would be really nice. We had a white first half of December.
Exactly.
That counts. All right, Ryan, thanks.
You're welcome.